Kentucky is still working to determine a motive in yesterday's high school shooting that killed 2 students. 18 others were hurt.
And one of those who was shot, 2 are battling head wounds. We have John Schumo with the latest.
Officials in Kentucky are asking that the 15-year-old responsible for the deadly high school shooting in the town of Benton yesterday be tried as an adult.
He's going to be charged with 2 counts of murder and numerous counts of attempted murder.
At the moment, the alleged shooter's identity is being withheld and the court records are sealed because he's a minor. It would all be made public, though, if he's tried as an adult. Police are still trying to figure out why the suspect walked into Marshall County High School just as classes were starting, pulled out a pistol, and began shooting, hitting more than a dozen other students.
I took out my headphones and turned around, and everyone was just broken up. They were running. I saw the flashes from the gunshots, and by that time I was just running.
It took first responders less than 10 minutes to reach the school. Witnesses report seeing the suspect trying to flee after running out of bullets. Police say he was brought into custody without incident. Dusty Kornbacher owns the florist across the street from the school. She saw the entire scene play out through this window.
You never think it's going to happen here. I'm sure that Sandy Hook and other places feel the same way, but yet we're almost jaded because there are so many. You're not all that surprised anymore, unfortunately.
Police have identified the 2 students killed, both 15 years old. Bailey Nicole Holt died at the school. Preston Ryan Cope died of his wounds at the hospital. John Schumo, CBS News.
Now, this marks the first deadly school shooting in the U.S. since 2018.
And on a personal note, your brother was actually, in case you missed it earlier, your brother was there at the time of the shooting.
Yes, he was inside the school.
Yeah.
So this was my brother's first day of student teaching. He wants to be a history teacher. It was his first day of student teaching there. It was his first choice school, was that Marshall County High School. And from what I understand, he did hear the shooting happen from a classroom down the hall. And he was safe. He's fine this morning, so we're so thankful for that. There's so much I think he wants to tell me and wants to tell our family and talk about, but at this point, it's kind of still in shock, and so I wanted to give him some time to just heal a little bit and just kind of process what all happened. But I tell you what, this violence in our country is just, it's one thing when we sit here, Rob, and read the news every day and we kind of get numb to it all, but it's a whole nother thing when it starts impacting your family. And you start to really feel it, especially when it's your brother, Yeah. So it's starting to feel a lot more real to me, even though it is really happening all over the country. But when it hits you on a personal note, man, it's tough.
It is tough, but the good news is he's okay.
I'm very thankful for that today.
And again, 2 students were killed and 2 more shot in the head. We'll update you on their conditions as soon as we know more about that.